So now moving on to the preamble. First of all, what is a preamble? The ideologies, the principles, whatever have driven our independence struggle, whatever have motivated our Indians, were all being embedded in the preamble. The preamble is a short statement which reveals the entire large picture of the Constitution. So preamble provides us a small snapshot of what is the entire Constitution mean for us. We have preamble here. Let us see here. We, the people of India, having resolved to constitute India into a republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, liberty, equality and fraternity, and give ourselves this Constitution. From this, it is very clear. In order to understand the Constitution, we have to understand clearly what is this preamble at all. The preamble of the Constitution here clearly states that we, the people of India, these words indicate for us that the preamble is not given for us or gifted for us by any third party for us. The people of India are gifting for themselves. It is framed by the people of India for themselves. It is not handed over by any king, or it is not handed over by any other colonial authority for us. So, we the people of India means in the preamble that the people of India have framed the Constitution for themselves, and it provides the basic ideology about the Indian people's ideologies here. Moving on to the next word. To constitute India into a republican country, where in India, we Indians have been facing the colonial rule for past 200 years. India is a land which was ruled by the many kings. So, in order to stop both of them and to have a democratic setup, which clearly states a country which does not have a hereditary ruler and which also has an elected representative as head of the state, would be called a republican nation. So in this way, India should be called a republican nation. Indian Constitution has framed clearly that Indian president will be elected by the people and Indian government will also be elected by the people. This provides us the clear picture of what does the word republic stand for. And moving on to the other important words like justice, providing equal opportunity of justice to all the people. There is a clear-cut division in the Constitution framework itself that powers are divided between legislative, executive and judiciary. Whereas the legislature frames the laws, the legislature frames and the executive implements them. The judiciary checks the laws, and if necessary, if any laws are violating the people and the interest of the Constitution, they can report to the justice. People are entitled to proper justice through this word of justice. They also provide equal opportunity for us. Every Indian, he may be the President of India or a common man, will be judged under the same laws which are mentioned in the Constitution. This is the basic idea of justice in these words. Now moving on to the liberty. Drawing the inspiration from the French Revolution, all the Indians are given the liberty for them to live wherever they want to live in the entire nation, to do the job whatever they want. There is no denial of any place where they cannot occupy it. So in this way, they have provided the liberty of opportunities for them. And moving on to the equality principle, everybody is provided the equal opportunities for them to acquire the situations of political, where anybody can contest to any political office irrespective of his caste, creed, color, race and sex. These all are the basic ideologies for us. And we also have the ideology of fraternity. Fraternity means the establishment of the relationship of brotherhood, the love between the neighbors, the love between the other community people, because India has tasted the bitter taste of communal riots when India got partitioned. So these all provides us the basic insight for us, and this is the preamble of the Constitution, which is a short statement which provides for us the entire detailed structure of how does the Constitution work for, what are the ideologies that Constitution stand for, and this is not given for us by any king or any colonial ruler for us. It is adopted by our own people, by ourselves, drafted by our own leaders, given for our own nation in the Indian Parliament after thorough discussion in the Constituent Assembly, where every debate has been recorded under the name of Constituent Assembly debates. Let us look at the basic structure of the government, what the Constitution has provided for us. Before analyzing the systematic form of government, we have two more words to be discussed. One is sovereign. The word sovereign stands the undivided authority. India to be a sovereign nation, the Constitution has provided every provision that India will be declared as a sovereign nation. Sovereign means that India has perfect authority, internal and in the external matters. India can frame her own internal laws, rules, regulations, and also frame the foreign policies with the other nations, where India could have a stand of dual nature. One, either India want to have relations with a particular country or no. At the same time, India don't want to have relations with the other nations. This could be explained very easily like A. Suppose take India A can have relations with B. Second foreign policy could be A could not have relations or don't want to have relations with B. Both are under the jurisdiction of the Indian Constitution, because Indian government has been entitled with such kind of powers which are undivided for us. We don't have any external influence making India to bound to listen to somebody. So this word means that, sovereign. And moving to the secularistic attitude should be brought in the Indians. And we, after India got partitioned, India and Pakistan, so they decided religion should not be a base of disturbance for the people in India. In India, it is provided free that you are not restricted to follow any particular religion, or you are not objected to follow any religion. You are free to follow any religion whichever you wish to follow. This has provided a clear picture for us, the meaning of the word secular here. And moving to democratic setup. Democratic setup reveals us for us that in the democratic setup, the people have their majority of say, where the government will be elected by the people, should work for the people, and can be changed by the people. So these all are the basic ideologies which are incorporated in the Indian Constitution and made ensure with the certain rights and provisions that these all are implemented properly. Let us move on our focus to the systematic forms of government and the points of criteria which are present in Indian setup.